Hello, everyone. Today's episode is one that I did with my friends that I love very much, Joy and Ethan and Austin. And they are some of the very few people who I can talk about movies with for hours and hours, deep dives about every little nook and cranny of a film. And I really appreciate them for being in my life for that reason. um, and I hope you guys like this episode. I learned a lot about a lot of the movies that are out that I missed because, I watch a lot of movies, but I also tend to miss a lot of them. And this gang here kind of keeps me up to date with um, movies and who is in the race and the running for winning awards during the whole season. So that's kind of what we talk about. And maybe, you can listen and a lot of these movies you might have never heard of. And maybe something will stand out to you and you'll find a new movie to watch. Because a lot of these things that we're talking about are on streaming for the most part. So they're very accessible, and we will probably do an update episode when the Oscars get close, or when they actually announce the nominations. We'll do a prediction of who's actually going to win, and that'll be a fun episode as well. So I hope you like this podcast that I did with the homies. And I know this is a bit of a longer intro, but I also just want to say that I hope everybody is safe and okay after this whole storm thing is passing through. I wanted to talk about impeachment this past Tuesday, but obviously that did not occur and that did not work out. And impeachment is kind of come and gone, and I don't see a lot of people talking about it anymore. So I feel like the subject, I mean, it's always relevant because our democracy is important, but I'm just going to pivot and probably talk about this storm that we've had in Texas and talk about how it's affected us and how our legislature and our elected officials have really let us down. And it's not just our energy sources and all of those things. It's a bureaucratic issue. A lot of the people we've elected were had their own interests in mind, and maybe we can get into that a little deeper on next week's episode, maybe this next Tuesday, if power stays on. Hopefully everything will pass through and we'll be ready to go. But yeah, so that's a topic I think we're going to talk about. I think I'm going to do some research on that just to see why this storm ended up being such a royal mess. Just the worst thing we've been through in a while, I guess, besides like Harvey. But anyway, on a lighter topic, I hope just enjoy this episode that um I did, and where we talk about movies for 50 minutes. Let's get into the gig. Okay, we're recording. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the In My Head podcast. Today I have my friends. This is probably the most people I've ever had on the podcast at once, so I'm gonna try to navigate this the best I can. But I have my friend Joy and Austin and Ethan, and we are all I don't want to say we're movie buffs, but we are I don't know what to call us, but we watch a lot of movies and we talk about them a lot. So I decided it would be a good idea for us to talk about um, who we think is going to be nominated for the Oscars, which I guess is in April, I think I read, and who we think might win. So we can start. I have Best Picture pulled up, the predicted people for Best Picture. So does anybody have like who they really want to be nominated and who they know will be nominated for Best Picture?
I can start. With I think the thing with Breast Picture is that so many of them, well, like a few of them I haven't had a chance to see yet, like
Yeah.
Nomadland and Minari, because they're not out yet, like in theaters or streaming. But I like from the research I've done and like seeing like nominations coming out, I feel like it's Nomadland's Race to Lose.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think a few others that I see that I think are definitely gonna get nominated are Promising Young Woman, Minari, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, probably the Trial of the Chicago Seven, the night
I guess Ethan doesn't like that one.
I haven't seen it,
Me
unfortunately.
either.
Ethan's review was enough for me to say I think I'm gonna skip it.
That's funny because I was looking on the Variety article and a lot of the
It's number one.
yeah, a lot of the news outlets have that as like their front runner, and I'm like, I thought that was bad. I heard it was bad.
The thing is, I feel like when it comes to Best Picture, it's not necessarily the most inventive or creative movie. It's the most like it was okay. Like, that's how we end up with stuff like Green Book.
Yeah.
So I feel like with Trial of Chicago 7 and like movies like Mank, those are definitely going to get nominated because they're not going to offend anybody. They're not going to make anybody angry. They're not doing anything groundbreaking. So they're like, here.
Yeah, like Mank, it's like so old Hollywood history. It's like guaranteed to get like 10 nominations.
Did y'all see Mank?
No.
Yeah.
I actually liked it.
Okay.
I'm surprised it's number 10 on this Variety list because it seemed like a lot of people liked it, but maybe kind of boring. I don't know.
I liked the performances. I thought Amanda Seyfried was great.
I thought Amanda Seyfried was great. That was like one of my favorite performances of the year, actually.
I'm sorry. There's a dog with a collar in my yard running around. I don't know whose dog it is, so I got very distracted because my window is open. He's my dog now. What is the Trial of the Chicago 7 about? Because I don't think I know.
Okay, so it was. See, I really blocked this movie out of my memory. I'm trying to pull it together. It was during, I believe it was in the 70s, some anti-Vietnam War protests.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's odd because it's very much a movie about the right to protest and it's about police brutality, but it's handled in a very, it feels like it could have come out 25 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a weird mix of like being very relevant, but handled in a very centrist I mean, it's Aaron Sorkin, so you're getting like the man's politics haven't changed since 1999, so you're very much getting like, I don't know, a very old-fashioned take on very current issues, if that makes sense.
It really felt like a 90s courtroom drama.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like it felt like I was watching a remake of A Few Good Men.
Yeah.
It was like that hyper dramatized, this didn't really happen this way at all, at least from what I've heard. Like people who watched that trial live said this didn't happen that way at all.
Well, I because usually like with movies like that, I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch it, and then I wait till like y'all watch it, or I wait till people I like on like YouTube watch it, and if they say it's like not worth the time, I just don't end up giving it a second glance. But do we think because the Academy loves Aaron Sorkin, will he get a screenplay nom?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he'll get it.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe director too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Especially because like what's weird about this year with the 2020 of it all is that there's limited movies to pick from also.
Like 5 movies
people are more willing to be like, yeah, here you go.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised to see One Night in Miami on this list. And I was like, oh, okay. Because
I liked One Night in Miami.
I liked it, but Best Picture? Y'all liked it that much?
Okay, when it comes to like stage to screen, I think One Night in Miami was better executed than Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Okay. I didn't see Ma Rainey yet.
Like it was good, but it was very like two stages, or like I don't know, I wish it was more adapted more. It's like, come on, let's use some budget here.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what I was expecting from One Night in Miami, but I guess I was expecting a little more. The actors are all very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that wasn't my issue, but them walking back and forth from the hotel room to outside to the hotel room to outside to the parking lot to outside, I was like, we gotta go. So I was like, what? I'm feeling a little claustrophobic. Yeah, gotta go somewhere else. But yeah, I think the best like stage to screen adaptation is still I really like Bill Street.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
still
that's the gold standard.
Yeah.
still one of my favorites. I'm also in a I'm also surprised to see Promising Young Woman. I love that movie, but I did not think it was gonna like be on the short list. I
Yeah.
didn't think people were gonna take it seriously as like an Oscar movie.
I thought it was because it is such a controversial movie, especially those last 30, 45 minutes. I
Yeah.
felt like people were going to be scared away from it.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy to see that it's getting a lot of recognition because it was probably my favorite movie of last year.
Yeah, me too, hands down. I hope Emerald Fennell, I think that's her name. I hope she gets noms too, because
Camilla from The Crown.
yeah. Oh, is that what that is? Oh wow. That's
She's
cool.
the director.
Wow. Such a talent. I need to watch The Crown. My mom
Yes.
I think my mom has watched it all twice. And I need to watch it.
Amazing.
I need to get on
Joy's
it,
impact.
honestly.
Yes, The Crown Hive.
So did y'all watch The Five Bloods? Y'all all
Yeah.
did, right?
Yeah,
Because I didn't.
I
I
did.
didn't finish it.
Okay. My parents watched it
I
without
don't
me.
really blame you.
Yeah,
It was a long movie.
Yeah.
It's a long movie.
It's long. Okay.
And the way like I don't really watch movies at home, like I have to be in a theater. So like a movie that long is hard for me to get through. So like I got through maybe 2/3 of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking of you watching Lord of the Rings last week, and I'm wondering how you got through that. I know
don't
that was hard
how,
for you.
but to be honest, I kind of left the Lord of the Rings movies on, and I would leave the room and do something, and I would come back and I'd be like, who is that again?
Oh, okay. So I'm just kind of scrolling down the list, and it's number 13, so it's low, but they have Soul on here. Is there any shot Soul breaks into Best Picture and not just Best Animated?
I think so. I put that
Really?
on like my might get nominated list because I think, like Ethan was saying, the 2020 of it all, since like only 5
2020.
movies.
We are desperate.
Only 5 movies came out, and Soul was, when I watched it, was just like, this is so good. I think
Yeah.
it like really connects with like the time, and I think the last animated movie was it Toy Story 3 or was it Up that got nominated for Best Picture?
I think it was Up. Oh wait, no,
So, like-
Toy Story 3 was the year after Up.
Yeah, so Toy Story
of
3, I
those.
think it's like on that level, and since we don't have as many movies, I could see
Yeah.
it like sneaking in there at like the
You're
8th or
right.
9th spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are definitely, yeah. I really like Soul. I liked it more than I knew I was gonna like it, but I liked it more than I thought even then. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do kind of want a movie. This is me just being picky at this point. I do kind of want a movie about Black people and music that's not jazz. And I'm not. That's just because like I'm not the biggest fan of jazz. It's okay. And I still love soul. I still connected with it. It still got through to me. I just want like something about like maybe rock and roll or maybe like hip hop, because not a lot of people know black people invented rock and roll. So I feel like that would be a really good one to go after, or even like hip hop. You can do it in New York, like. So that's just me being picky and wanting some music that I like and listen to. A lot of these movies, they have Malcolm and Marie on the list, and I think that they're trying to be funny. Low, but that is so disrespectful.
Like, am I a joke to you?
What is
that wasn't the best movie I've seen this month.
I just only in quarantine could this be on this list, because Malcolm and Marie, I don't, y'all. I did a really short review of it, and on TikTok I was like, there is no plot. That's all I said for the plot. It's just, what is it? Okay.
I hate that movie, like genuinely.
Yeah.
It really dragged Zendaya into that, and so they also have Hillbilly Elegy on here, which is also I'm just going through the ones where I'm like, what?
They got jokes.
They are. A lot of people are seeming to pull for Glenn Close, which
I can see that happening.
She was legitimately funny in that movie.
Yeah, she's holding the movie together. Because
it was the one part of that movie where I was like,
okay, yeah,
it would be cake as a treat.
It would it would be really funny. It'd be very interesting if she won her lead actress Oscar for Hillbilly
Like
Elegy.
Meemaw.
Girl, I'd be like, I guess if I were Glenn Close, I'd be like, you can skip this one. I don't want it.
Finally gets her Oscar, and it's in a quarantine year for playing Meemaw.
Not me.
So embarrassing.
There's Olivia Colman. So The Father. I haven't really heard of this
seen that one. That's the only one that's still on my list that I haven't watched yet.
Yeah, The Father. I just read the synopsis and it sounds interesting, so I would want to watch it, but I don't know where I could watch it. So
yeah, it's not on any of my piracy sites. Delete that part.
Yeah. We may or may not have a way to watch Minari.
Mr. Screener over here.
We may or may not. I don't know. But
Google Drive.
Okay, so I think all of y'all saw Sound of Metal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it good? I haven't seen it yet.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very good.
Okay.
So good. I wanted to like sneak in there for Best Picture.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
So good. And also for Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor.
Mm-hmm.
For Riz and who else?
Yeah. And I think
Is it like Racy or Rocky?
I'm not sure.
I keep hearing people say Rocky, so I'm like, Paul Rocky? It's spelled like Racy. I don't know.
Oh, I see.
What a great name, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to hear him say it one day. Okay, so we talked about it, but we didn't go into it. Is Ma Rainey's Black Bottom going to be nominated for Best Picture? Or will it just get a Best Acting nom for Chadwick?
I feel like the awards for that movie are mostly going to be limited to Chadwick and Viola. I think Chadwick's going to win.
Yeah.
I think Viola will definitely be nominated. I don't know if it gets much attention beyond those two performances.
Okay. Well, hold on. So, have y'all heard of this News of the World movie? If not, we can skip it. Have y'all heard it, seen it?
I know Tom Hanks is in it.
Joy, how would I describe that kind of movie?
Wait, how?
It looked very heterosexual.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I love Tom Hanks, but
all right.
Yeah, like if it's like on a streamer soon, it's like I'll check it out,
Yeah, okay. Out of all of these, I'm definitely for sure gonna catch Nomadland as soon as I can because I feel like that's what y'all are saying is gonna win. So I need to get that one. Okay, so
I think it's on Hulu next month.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to ask that because I'm looking on here. It says a Searchlight Pictures, so I was hoping maybe Disney Plus or Hulu.
Yeah, it's Hulu.
That's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think it's first Friday in March.
Okay.
So relatively soon.
Yeah, Joy was saying that a lot of these movies are going to be available in March, but we're like talking about it now, and I'm like, a lot of these we haven't seen and can't really get access to.
Yeah.
So what about? I love the screenplay category, but the only one that has stood out to me out of the few I've seen is Promising Young Woman. So do y'all know any others that you really, really like for a Best Original or Adapted Screenplay?
Well, I don't know if this one is going to get much attention, but I was actually really impressed by Palm Springs.
Okay, yeah.
I'd love to see that sneak in there. I thought it was a great movie.
I need to watch that too. I've heard nothing but good things about it.
I need to watch it too.
Probably my favorite movie of the year.
Wow, okay.
If I'm thinking about it, it's probably my favorite.
I can be pretty hot and cold with Andy Samberg. So like if I see him in something, I'm like, I don't care, but I'll watch it because I've heard.
I was actually very impressed with him in this one. I was very pleasantly surprised by it.
This is maybe kind of random, but have y'all seen Emma with Anya Taylor-Joy?
I want to.
Yeah, me too.
I almost was going to see it right when the pandemic hit. It was in theaters, like the week before everything went on lockdown, and I put it off. I was like, I'll watch it next week, and then the movie theaters closed the next week.
Yeah, I do. I remember that. Yeah, because that was one of the first movies that they were like putting on VOD and while I was in the theater and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna ask if that is an eligible movie because I heard people liked it, but I don't know because I haven't seen it, and I think that seems like a movie my mom would like. um, so yeah, Aaron Sorkin. Okay, so I think Ethan might be the only one to see Minari, to have seen Minari. How is that screenplay for you?
I think it's very moving without ever feeling like manipulative. Like you look at some like Hillbilly Elegy, which is like full blown Lifetime movie and trying to like pull at the heartstrings. And Minari is just it's very genuine and very emotional without being like manipulative. I
Yeah.
was really impressed by it. I really hope it gets attention outside of best foreign film, which is
Yeah.
so.
I'm pretty excited to see that one. I like anything with like any foreign type film or anything that's not in English or like that is always of interest to me. I'm trying to find what they have for best original score because that's also another favorite category of mine, but nothing has stood out to me and I haven't heard anybody talk about anything because I guess the best music I've heard is in Promising Young Woman, but I don't think that would work for that. I don't think that would be eligible for that category because it's like popular music.
Yeah.
I really
So
liked the Soul score.
oh yeah,
That was really good. And
that might get it.
Yeah, and Mank. That was like probably my favorite part of the movie was the music.
Yeah.
They have News of the World on here, which none of us have seen with Tom Hanks. That's their number one. So that might be a surprise. Soul is number 2 though. And then The Midnight Sky, which I started watching
George Clooney in space.
Yeah. George Clooney in space. I don't even know if he goes. I didn't finish watching it. I started it, got 10 minutes in.
I don't actually. I think it's in space. I don't know if it is for sure.
But it's Alexander Desplat, so
he always gets a nomination at least.
Yeah. So that is of no surprise to me. So other than Chadwick Boseman, who is a guarantee for leading actor, who else is going to get a leading actor nomination?
Riz Ahmed.
Yep.
Okay, Riz.
Yeah.
We are Team Riz in this house.
Team Riz.
Yeah.
I hope he gets. I really do. Yeah. I love him. Okay, so Daniel Kaluuya, but that movie isn't out yet for
It's out today on HBO Max.
Wow.
I got about an hour in. I'm gonna finish it later today.
I definitely really want to see that. Judas and the Black Messiah. There you go.
I'm gonna watch that either tonight or tomorrow.
I'm excited to see that one. I don't know how to say this name. David Strathairn.
David Strathairn.
There you go.
Why am I a nerd? I hate it here.
For Nomadland is also on here. They have that Paul Racy Rat. We don't know how to say. They have him in lead actor. Does that sound right?
He should be supporting.
Yeah, that's odd.
Oh, okay.
It's a supporting role for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing.
I was about to say, I was like, because David Strathairn is definitely not lead in Nomadland.
I was like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Definitely, I think Gary Oldman's getting a nomination.
Yeah.
Although I think Amanda Seyfried was
for Mank
much better in the movie. I think she outshined him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Amanda Seyfried is like, it's kind of the same thing with Kirsten Dunst. People for some reason don't take them seriously as actors. I don't know if I get that feeling from people. Like even when they're really, really good in things, that people don't take them very seriously in things.
For that category, supporting actress, I can see like since like 2020 is such a weird year, I could see the supporting actress from Borat, Maria Bakalova. I could see like her. I could see her totally coming in
on everybody's list.
Yeah.
Like, good in the movie.
It's because there were 5 movies that came out last year.
She was really good in the movie, but I think it is a situation of there wasn't that many movies to come out.
When I was making my list, for some reason, supporting actress it's kind of a weak lineup this year. I don't know why. Like I kind of had trouble finding 5.
Yeah, the top 5 Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and that's interesting because usually that category is pretty stacked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. The top 5 that like I was able to come up with was Maria Bakalova. I think the actress who plays the grandmother in Minari. I think Yejung Young.
Mhm.
I don't think I was saying that correctly, so excuse me. Amanda Seyfried for Mank, Ellen Burstyn for Pieces of a Woman, and then Glenn Close for Hillbilly Elegy.
Hellbilly Elegy.
Hillbilly.
Hellbilly Elegy. That's what it is. Hellbilly Elegy. Honestly. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ellen Burstyn. I think it might come down to Ellen Burstyn or Amanda Seyfried in that category.
Wow, Amanda Seyfried getting her Oscar. That before Amy Adams. I'm gonna say it every time. Every time. I I knew Hillbilly Elegy wasn't gonna be it, but I was still hoping for a miracle.
You weren't sure the degree to which it wasn't going to be it.
Yeah, I was like, maybe we could, but nope. Oh man, I could go on and on about how upset I am about Hillbilly Elegy and what they did to my girl Amy Adams. I'm out here trying to get her an Oscar, and they are not taking this seriously.
Wigs.
The wigs, just
from the Oscar Emporium.
Literally, girl. Who directed that? Do we know?
Ron Howard.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Ooh. Moment of silence for Ron Howard. Oh my god. Yeah. I forgot. Oh my god. He went to the
did he do Ford versus Ferrari?
That sounds
that
right.
felt like a Ron Howard movie, whether he did it or not.
I gotta look it up because now I'm really curious.
Maybe it wasn't him. No, he did that car racing movie with Hemsworth. It was another car racing movie about white dudes. Never mind.
He did
Rush.
I'm like, there's another one.
Yes.
Apollo 13 was a good movie.
Yeah.
James
Justice for How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
James Mangold did Ford versus Ferrari. Oh, thank you. What was I gonna say? Oh, Pieces of a Woman. Okay. That movie is it's a very Manchester by the Sea, where by the end I was like, I gotta take a nap or I gotta watch something happy. It is very depressing. But overall, like, I think I liked it. I need to watch it again because by the end I wasn't really sure how to feel about it. Because I like Vanessa Kirby. Mm-hmm. I actually think she did well. I was like, everything she's saying and feeling is very justified, and everybody else is being annoying.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pieces of a Woman. That was I really like that movie.
I hope she gets nominated. I was very impressed by her.
Yeah.
Yeah. That 30-minute birth scene to open the movie.
I was like, this is this, and then, I know after that whole scene and then the title card, I'm like, we just getting started. Oh no. I don't ever need to have children.
I do feel like that movie never really matches those first 30 minutes though. Like the highlight is the opening and then it's kind of
dips. Yeah,
I don't know, it's kind of directionless after that.
That's fair. Yeah, because it's kind of just like a series, like a bunch of events happening. Like this happens and then this happens and then this happens, but nothing is affecting the other thing, and it's just like,
how much can we put this woman through?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, girl, you need to go to therapy or so. You need to get away from your mom. I don't know, but they have. I think I'm on the best supporting list, and they have Saoirse Ronan in Ammonite. Did y'all see Ammonite?
No.
Okay, I didn't hear good things about it.
I think because like most people aren't watching movies in theaters, like that movie's not getting any love. Because I feel like in a normal year, like you're like Kate Winslet, Saoirse Ronan, like it would be like automatic Oscar nominations. But since like there's no buzz around it, I haven't seen anything for Saoirse.
Yeah,
I don't understand why some studios are insisting on exclusively releasing their movies in theaters. Like you have to be aware of the situation we're all in.
Yeah.
Yeah, read the room.
Yeah, if you're not at least, it doesn't have to be streaming necessarily, but if you're not at least putting something like available to rent like online, then people aren't gonna watch your movie. So I don't understand what's not clicking for some people.
Yeah. Well, if I had access to, I don't know, because if I had still had access to HBO Max when Wonder Woman came out, I wonder if I would have just stayed home to watch it. Because I was like, if I see anything in the theater, that's the one thing I want to see in the theater, and I haven't really been that tempted to see anything else, which is why I think like, they haven't released Black Widow. Number one, like the money, but also they're like, well, if we put it out, we know people are going to go see it, and that's probably very dangerous. So I think Disney is also trying. They're very smart. They want their money, and they also want like their good favors. So they're very smart about like, we don't want to seem like we're tempting people to go out when they're not supposed to, which is, we kind of talked about it before, but like the whole HBO Max releasing in theaters and on streaming at the same time, is that smart? I don't know.
I think it's trying to have your cake and eat it too. And I think
Yeah.
for like a short time period, it works because there are people who like say like, I have to see Judas and the Black Messiah in theaters, and I feel like completely safe going to see it. And there's people who say, I want to see it, but I want to see it in my home. So that way, like, you can, like, both, like, types of people can watch the movie. And, like, I think a big reason they did it, too, was because HBO Max was, like, really lacking in subscribers.
Yeah.
This was the way they could get their numbers up.
That's for sure. They need to drop the price, and then more people would.
Period.
Honestly, like there are a lot of good things on HBO Max that I have been wanting to watch, but I'm like, I just can't justify this price tag. If they would drop it a little bit to be more competitive with, like, Disney Plus is out here providing original content. They got WandaVision on here, and you pay $7 a month. I'm like, there's just no way.
Yeah, I think the one thing about that HBO Max decision, like I think it's very smart from a pandemic perspective. The one thing I don't love about it is that, not to sound like Christopher Nolan, but the fact that none of these directors, any of the people involved in these movies, had any idea that they were making films that were also going to be released online.
That's very,
You could have given people a heads up before the official press release. It's like, I understand it on the one level, but it's kind of, I don't know, they could have handled that better in regards to the creative side of things.
Yeah, it's like your audience is important, but your creators are also very important. And if you like screw them, then who's gonna be putting things that Christopher Nolan is gonna be knocking at your door.
Packed his bag.
He said, my movies will not be put on the HBO Max. Don't you dare. Him and
my movies are meant to be seen in a theater and a hazmat suit.
He's like,
Period.
Christopher Nolan was ready to die on his hill.
Do y'all know what that reminds me of?
Going to bring back theaters. Like,
what'd you say, Austin?
Y'all know what that reminds me of? When we worked at Silverado, do y'all remember they had film projectors that were only there in case Christopher Nolan decided to release a movie?
Yes.
That's the only reason they had those film projectors. Everything was digital.
Seriously?
Oh my god, I never remember.
They had
that.
an IMAX. They had an IMAX 70mm projector that still had The Dark Knight like spooled up inside it, and it's just sitting there collecting dust. Like, the only reason they use this if Christopher Nolan released something
is on another level of caucasity.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, you really just blew my mind. Oh my god, that's wild. It's just like, okay, you make one good superhero movie that everybody loves, and you just go off the deep end. What? Okay, they have. I don't know who made these lists on Variety, but they also, did y'all see the Let Them Talk, the Meryl Streep HBO movie?
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
Wait, I was the only one who watched it.
Girl, I didn't finish. I said no.
Oh
You will not take up the rest of my hour. Did you finish it?
I did. It was.
Oh yeah, because you told me the end. You told me the end because I didn't.
Which the end was like so out of left field. It was
that
like,
movie is so boring.
so boring.
It's like they had somebody hiding in the plants, just filming Meryl Streep from afar.
Yeah, on this cruise ship with her besties.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. And who? Lucas Hedges? Who is her nephew? Or
Lucas Hedges.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
and then Gemma Chan is in it too.
yeah,
It was a waste of.
because I asked you, I was like, is Gemma Chan in it enough for me to watch it? Because that's the only reason I want to see it. And you were like, she's in it a lot, and I was like, Joy, I don't know if you told me the full truth because I was so over that. I was so like, what are we doing? Where are we going? Where are we going? Ugh. Honestly, another movie without a plot. Pretty much. They have, well, she's number 17, but they have Nicole Kidman. Oh, okay. They have Nicole Kidman as a supporting nom for The Prom.
Wait, for what movie?
Hold on, I'm gonna pause and resume. Okay. Well, I'm really learning how to work this Zoom call, y'all. We were talking about Nicole Kidman in The Prom because they have her as a possible nom for Best Supporting. But I haven't seen The Prom, and I don't plan on seeing The Prom.
The Prom was very much beautiful gowns.
Okay. Did y'all see it?
I think Ethan liked it more than I did. The Prom?
Don't you
backtracking now.
I don't know.
Ugh. They also I haven't, that's not out yet. They're talking about somebody in Cherry, but that's not out yet.
Somebody
Tom Holland
in Cherry. One of the actresses in Cherry.
That student film?
Yeah.
Was that the clip that was out? Was that from like a trailer or?
I think that was just like.
Or did somebody just
release clip?
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did they put that out? If Apple put that out, they made a mistake. That.
Like I don't understand like why studios will put out like for your consideration posters before someone's even seen the trailer.
Yeah.
Like y'all are already gunning for Oscars. No one has seen you. I don't like when movies are made just for awards. It doesn't make any sense to me.
From what I've seen of the previous owner of Miramax, when he like would do Oscar like campaigns and stuff, he was so very aggressive about it, and I think and it was always very successful. And so I think a lot of people have taken a page from his book. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And
the artist formerly known as Weinstein.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was.
I love the way you phrased that because I didn't even know who you were talking about.
Like who?
The artist formerly known as Weinstein.
Yeah, he got Gwyneth Paltrow like her Oscar, and he I think a lot of people have always taken a play from his his book.
Yeah.
Best film editing, Cherry. No, I'm just kidding.
That first poster they came out with, and it was like discombobulated.
Oh yeah.
I almost had a stroke trying to read that.
You're like no.
Chaharahu?
Jamri? Oh my god.
I'm still over that title. Like,
what's it about? What's it gonna be? I don't know. It's like, do I watch it because I'm curious, or do I just?
I think he is a like military vet who starts like robbing people.
That boy is 12 years old.
Not the
12 years old playing a military vet.
Have y'all played the Uncharted games?
No.
Because he's supposed to play to play Nathan Drake in Uncharted, and I don't see it for him. I love him, but Nathan Drake is like this broy, rugged explorer.
Like he's in his 40s also, like
yeah he's at the youngest 35 in the first
man.
Yeah, so I love him, but I was very surprised when I think maybe they kind of picked him for his athletic abilities because he's very good at that. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, girl, get ready to see him play Willy Wonka.
Wait, is that a thing?
Is that?
Yeah,
him or Chalamet.
Him or Chalamet. They're doing like a Willy Wonka, a dark Willy Wonka prequel.
Oh please, God no! Oh my God!
Haven't we suffered enough?
We suffered.
If it's so bad, it's good. I would enjoy Timothée Chalamet playing Willy Wonka as a teen.
If we get a young Willy Wonka movie, I want Janelle Monáe and no one else.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like,
That would actually be
That
interesting.
would be good.
And it would be interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Huh.
Is there, kind of shifting gears a little, is there any movie where y'all think that you really like the costume design? That's also another category I like. Is there, I haven't noticed anything. Are the clothes in Ma Rainey?
That was good.
Okay.
Yeah, they have really good costume design.
That's kind of the only
Mank has good costume design, even though I can
Dominic
only see it in
Prom.
black and white.
I think Mank was really good. Yeah, I like the costumes in Mank.
Is there no Ruth Carter? Did she not make any because she did the costumes for Black Panther. And
Yeah.
I don't know if she did any movies for this. But I really like her.
Yeah.
I don't know if this movie counts as 2020 or 2021. Have y'all seen the new Carey Mulligan, Ray Fiennes movie on Netflix?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's
Not
called
yet.
Big. I actually really liked that movie, and I was really proud of myself because I saw it, and then I was listening to Michael Moore's podcast on Spotify, and he recommended that movie, and I was like, "Oh, I've seen it."
You're like, got
I
him.
saw the
I
movie
saw one.
before Michael Moore recommended it, and then that movie was funny because it was the most British movie I'd ever seen.
What is it called?
The Dig.
Okay.
There was so much tweed in that movie.
Like, weed.
Tweed, like what they were wearing, like the costumes.
Yeah, the material. I know
material.
There was so much
Look at the material.
repressed sexuality in that movie.
Oh,
Very British.
Like,
yeah.
it was a movie about digging things and not talking about your feelings at all. It was really
Okay.
There was a lot of like knowing glances, like, oh, my husband's secretly gay and he won't talk about it, you know.
Yeah. Oh no. So okay. That's most of the categories. Is there any do y'all have any hot takes?
Oh, I do.
Okay. It's ready.
Y'all seen I'm Thinking of Ending Things?
Is that on Netflix?
It is, yeah.
Okay, I've heard people talk about it, yeah.
That movie was bat crap crazy.
Okay. In a good way or a bad way?
I don't know.
Okay.
But I'll put it this way. I got the ending explained to me and it still didn't make any sense.
Okay, it's one of those.
But
yeah.
I'm looking at this Variety article and Jessie Buckley is number 18 for Best Actress. But spoiler warning, I guess. Her character is like not even a real person.
Uh-huh.
Her character is like the manifestation of like an old man's fantasy and like desires and dreams or something. And she somehow makes that character interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And like makes that character seem like they actually have desires or free will, or I don't even know, but like the performance was all over the place and I feel like she nailed it. Like that was the only reason I enjoyed that movie, was because Jessie Buckley was like amazing in it. But number 18, I don't know. I thought she was really good.
Okay. I need to I did hear people talk about it. But I don't know if they were saying if it was good or not, but
I was very uncomfortable.
Okay.
It was a lot of discomfort in that movie.
A glowing review. It made me uncomfortable. Go watch it. I'm like, oh. Well, you know, Pieces of a Woman made me uncomfortable, so I guess I'm okay with that. That, I don't know. Sometimes Shia LaBeouf, I don't know.
I was gonna say, do we think that movie is not going to get the same attention it would have if we didn't know the things we know now about Shia LaBeouf? Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. I think like watching the movie, I don't think it was ever like a Best Picture like worthy movie.
No.
And I think even if like Shia was like, if we didn't know we knew about him, like I think they would like try to run him for best supporting actor, but I don't think he would have gotten any attention. So I think it would have been like the same, like just best actress, best supporting actress.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see it for Shia when I was watching it. Like he's fine in the movie, but yeah, no, I don't think I saw it. Oh boy. Okay, what else is there? Any other hot takes? Other than Austin being very confused by what he saw on Netflix.
I was gonna say, did y'all watch The Boys in the Band?
Yes.
Yeah.
I watched it last week, yeah.
I feel like that movie deserves a lot. I feel like there's a couple of those actors who should be in the supporting actor conversation who aren't.
Okay.
I agree.
Because
I
that's
didn't
like
really
Jim
like it, though.
Parsons and
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Specifically
that movie-
Andrew Reynolds. He was really good in it.
Yeah, he was good. I don't know. The performances were good, but I didn't like the movie.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think like that movie like actually had the disadvantage because it was on Netflix and there's just like so much content on Netflix that it got lost in the fray.
Yeah, that is the
It's yet another
That
movie.
was,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's another one of those the entire movie takes place in one room kind of movies.
boy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's a choice.
I want a really hot take.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Margot Robbie should get a Best Actress nomination for Birds of Prey.
If you know what, you're right, because unless
I'm not serious, but I'm also not.
no, you're right, because if they the only times that they nominate like a superhero type like
For the Joker.
performance is if it's gritty and you know, like serious and realistic, and it's like
The way she cried over that egg sandwich.
acting.
Like,
Genuinely really and they take like the comedic stuff less seriously to begin with, and then like a superhero comedic take is like even taken even less seriously. Yeah, that movie's so good.
so good.
It gets better every time too.
I
Nominate
feel like
Birds of Prey for an Oscar. Yeah.
Like, it's such a blast.
That movie. I'm trying to see.
Oh, I don't know if this is a hot take, but I think Zendaya is gonna sneak in and get a Best Actress nomination. Like, I think her performance was really good, but I also think she's gonna get nominated because like she is the moment.
Yeah, we're gonna ride the high that is Zendaya.
Yeah, like out of the Emmy win and then like buzz around this movie, and like she was the only good part of that movie.
Yeah, and like you said, the limitation of just 2020. There's like we're picking at straws, like we're Yeah.
I really want Carey Mulligan to win the thing, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that is white excellence. I will take that. Mm-hmm.
I can see that happening too, because other than her, the other two front runners I see are Frances McDormand and Viola Davis, and they're both already
won.
Oscar winners. So I could see like the Academy wanting to spread the love.
Yeah,
especially because Frances has 2 Oscars.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, I think Carey could end up pulling it off. I really hope so.
Yeah.
So good.
I still never saw 3 Billboards. Isn't that the last?
Miss much.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like Frances McDormand in it. The movie itself.
Okay.
Sam Rockwell got an Oscar for playing a racist again.
He has to stop that.
Yeah.
Really, he needs to pull back.
At some point, it's like you have to ask questions and be like, all right.
Why do you keep? Because he played like a racist in that movie with Taraji P. Henson that nobody saw. And
like when he first broke into acting was in that you'll know that Tom Hanks movie The Green Mile, like 1990 something.
Yeah,
that was his first major movie, and he plays what? A racist prison guard. Like, sir, what is going on?
We need to talk.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even know he was in that movie.
Yeah.
He doesn't really seem like a bad dude to me. Like he seems like a well-respected and liked guy in Hollywood.
Who is he married? He's married to Leslie
Bibb.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
And he was in like a couple Iron Man movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just think
what's going on, Sam? We gotta. Yeah.
Someone should look into that.
Yeah. Do we? Well, we can for a bit pivot to the SAG Awards.
Ooh, let me see what that.
Because I'm trying to think, is there anybody who, or is there a cast that we think could is like gonna take the SAG? Because isn't it best
one night in Miami, I could see.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Because there are a lot of individual performances that are that I've hearing y'all talk about and that I've seen, but like I'm trying to think of something that like as a collective, as a cast, would win.
Let me see. Okay, so nominated for like collective cast is The Five Bloods, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Minari, One Night in Miami, and The Trial of the Chicago 7.
Okay. I did say the cast in One Night in Miami is the best, is like kind of what made me keep watching, because I like every single one of those actors and they did play very well off of each other.
Yeah.
They got that boy from Riverdale and they said, we're gonna give you
Mad Dog.
They took the one black kid from Riverdale and they said, we're gonna give you something real to chew on, and he really did what he had to do.
They said, we're getting you out of here.
Yeah, Riverdale, you know, they're like, they went like 7 years in the future. They did a flat.
I can't.
Isn't Archie like a veteran now?
Archie no, he went into the army because
FBI agent.
He went into the FBI agent.
She's an FBI agent. Like in the trailer, she's going like full silence at the lines.
Oh yeah, Betty. Because Archie was like, I heard he got denied from a naval school, so he joined the army. He dropped out of school because he didn't want to repeat senior year, and then he went into the army.
I just.
Is it crack they smoke?
Girl,
I want to sit down the entire writers' room and be like, let me ask you a few questions.
They need to end that.
I have to hand it to them. They top themselves every single season.
Yeah.
It's more ludicrous. I'm like, how?
They already started airing this recent season, and I haven't decided if I'm gonna go back to it. Part of me wants to just finish it off. Where's my holy water? I'm out. I'm never again. Part of me is like, I've gotten this far and I want to know how it ends. I've already sacrificed.
I feel like it's one of those shows that they're gonna drag out to like 8-9 seasons. Like they're not ending this thing anytime soon.
That is crazy. But they're already
But that's what the CW does. Like CW dragged Vampire Diaries out to like 8 seasons.
Yeah.
I watched all 8.
Don't look at me. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I guess we'll see. Okay. Well, that's all the Oscar talk we got. And I still obviously have a lot of movies to watch, so I don't have any super hot takes. My only hot take was really going to be about Promising Young Woman, and that movie seems to be on a lot of lists, so it's not a hot take anymore, because I seriously, after watching that movie, didn't think people were going to take it seriously. I really wasn't seeing it for it, but I'm very glad that they are, because I think it's very good. Yeah. Okay. Say bye, everybody, to the podcast. So I'm going to stop recording. All right, everyone. I hope you liked the episode. This is the end. It is over. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found a new movie that you can watch on Netflix or Hulu or Prime or whatever. What have you, HBO. There's a lot of things. Well, there's not a lot, but there are still some movies out there, even with, the limitations that we have going on. And before I go, just make sure to follow me on my socials. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast. My Instagram is in my head _ the podcast, and my TikTok is in my head podcast. One more time, my Instagram is in my head _ the podcast, and my TikTok is at in my head podcast. I do rapid reviews on TikTok where I watch a movie and I review it in 60 seconds, and those are fun. They're very hard because usually I'm a rambler, and I like to talk, and it has been a practice. It has been work for me to try to compress that in 60 seconds. But hopefully more movies come out that I'm interested in that I can review in 60 seconds. And yeah, so I hope you guys again, I hope you are safe, and I hope you are being careful out there in the ice in Texas, very dangerous. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week, and stay frosty.